specification-wise, you probably noticed it's fairly similar to the AF9 that we launched last year. There is a couple of differences. For example, the X1 Ultimate processor has been optimized. The difference is the visual, the design difference. And one of the reasons we wanted to do this is because we understand a lot of people do enjoy wall mounting their TVs, particularly OLED models do tend to get wall mounted. So we've designed it in such a way that we've really kind of cut down on the depth of the TV. As you can see here, it is wall mounted. And when it's wall mounted using our optional bracket, it will sit about about 50 millimeters off the wall that it's placed against as well, which is stunning. And because of the design of the AF9, it's so minimal. All you see is the picture, because there's no speakers. There's nothing else to distract you in there as well. The stand or the wall bracket is quite clever as well. So this is our own optional wall bracket, and it's pretty sweet in that it is a swivel bracket as well. So actually you can pull it away from the wall, and it can extend out by a fairly hefty amount right out there. And then of course you can do the to make sure nobody's fingers are in there, and pop it around to either the left or the right as well.
The stand comes in the box?
It does not. No, it's an optional extra, but it is Beza mount compatible as well, just for your information as well. But it's a really, really neat solution actually, and looks fantastic. Of course, beautifully made as well. It looks fantastic back there. And actually there is a little bit of magnetized part down here as well. So actually when we do push it back against the wall, you'll you'll hear it kind of clicking in to give us that, really, it does not going to start.
So the panel is the 2019?
Yeah, so it's the latest OLED panel, of course. We always use the latest OLED panels. So that is the 65-inch version. Acoustic Surface Audio Plus is slightly different this year as well compared to the AF9, in that we've got actuator on the left, actuator on the right, and then the twin subwoofers around the back. But the design of the actuators is different as well. It's an oval now, as opposed to the circular one that we used previously, and that will give us a wider, cleaner sound quality as well. And then the twin subwoofers around the back giving us that lovely bass as well. So it's a 2.2 channel system. So what we'll do is we'll move you slightly around the corner here as well, and you'll be able to see the 77-inch around here as well, which is a new screen size. We didn't have that on AF9, so that's the 77-inch there. Same specification, of course, and looks absolutely stunning as well. Slightly different stand to what we saw on AF9, of course, with the easel design, but with AG9 we have the oval brushed aluminium stand there as well. AG8 replaces AF8. A couple of differences here as well when it comes down to the design as well, particularly around the stand design. So we've got this, it's actually a very clever stand. So you can see it's got the oval part out the front here, and it sits quite close to the table, to the surface, whatever it's on. But actually, if we flip that stand around and then mount the TV on it that way, so the legs are pointing out, it will lift the screen up to a higher level, meaning there's space for a sound bar that you can put under there as well. If a customer wants that flexibility, that they might want to use a sound bar with the AG8, they can do that. It's still acoustic surface technology, so we've got the actuators. It's not as powerful a system as on the AG9, and instead of subwoofers, we've got full range speakers down at the bottom of the screen, so down full range speakers instead.
In terms of HDR, is HDR 10?
HDR 10 and Dolby Vision as well, so all of our OLED models support
You're
Dolby
not going
Vision
to
as well.
10 plus, huh?
10 plus, no. In fairness, it will play back HDR 10 plus because it will just play it back without the dynamic metadata as HDR 10, because that's what it's based on. And then the TV itself, they're quite clever that they can put our own kind of dynamic metadata onto it instead. But no HDR 10 support. But do have Dolby Vision.
All right.
Excellent. So good. That is OLED models. Unless any questions specifically on OLED, this keeps on moving.
You say the difference compared to the AG9 is the audio.
So different AG9 is first of all processor. So we've got X1 Extreme and X1 Ultimate on the AG9. AG9 also has pixel contrast booster, which gives better detail and texture at high brightness, so it really maximizes the panel performance. And then also the Acoustic Surface Audio Plus as opposed to Acoustic Surface. And then things like we've got the new remote control with the AG9, we've got the convention with the AG8, which we'll show over to you in a second. A couple of different details. Also, things like HomeKit and AirPlay 2 is on the AG9, or will be after an update as well. And also Dolby Atmos will come as an update on AG9. AG8 is just Dolby Vision.
Right.
Sweet. So lots of setup features actually. I've probably forgotten one or two as well. Please study specification sheets when we send them out. Excellent. So that is OLED. We should look at LCD as well. We've got a wall of LCD here, which is looking fantastic. I'll just go through these very quickly. We've got the XG70 up here. You can tell us the XG70. It's got the matte black feet on it. This year, the XG70 does have triluminous display, so a wide colour gamut on our entry 4K HDR as well, which is super cool. The step up then is to the XG80. You can see the different screen sizes. XG80 comes in right from 43 right the way up to 75 inch. Quick way of telling them apart is the different feet, silver, black, but also smart TV, and this is actually Android TV, so that's the kind of bigger step up is user experience wise. Actually, I know this says XG80 on it, but it's actually XG81 because it's got different feet. So this uses aluminium feet, or metal feet I should say. So metal feet and slightly different design to the XG80. So that's the XG81. And we do have XG85 here as well. So again, very, very lovely aluminium feet, or metal feet. So that's, and also the chassis is now aluminium as well compared to aluminium look. So very nice premium kind of plastic feature to it. And then of course we introduced the 4K HDR processor X1 and then all of the additional technology, triluminous display, etc. But also we've got acoustic multi-audio and Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos will come as an update on XG85 as well. XF90, so this kind of continues through 2019, even though it's a 2018 model. Vastly successful model for us. I think you guys certainly loved it as well because of its full array LED backlight. So that will continue not the whole way through 2019, but part of the way through 2019. And essentially, the replacement for XF90 really is XG95 that we have over here as well. So XG95, of course, stunning TV, full array LED backlight, screen sizes 55, 65, 75, and 85 inch. Well, aluminium chassis, this is the 85 inch, the aluminium feet again, and you know our top picture technologies are in here as well. So X1 Ultimate, X wide angle, and X wide angle is just on 75 and 85 inch, and then X motion clarity as well for our slip motion. As we can see, being ably demonstrated here is the very simple and easy to use Android Oreo setup. So that's the new interface that comes with Oreo, and XG95 will ship with Oreo as well. And the remote control that is being used there is the new premium remote control that I mentioned in my presentation as well, so feel free to have a look at that. Just again to point out the things I was mentioning is the positioning of your most kind of frequently used things here as well. So you know it's very easy to go into your inputs or into your settings, back, home is all very kind of easy, and then the microphone button, very simple to access as well. Whereas previously, actually you have the older mode here. Just to show you a little bit of a difference how these have moved. So inputs, because you know in the old days people didn't use inputs so much, but now it's much more frequently used. The microphone as well, just much easier to access. The actual mic is still up there, but the button is here, and we've trimmed this down a lot as well, made it much neater and much simpler. You know, the feedback that we got from some people was sometimes you might accidentally hit the action menu when you're just going up or down. You can see it much clearer here. Home button, very easy to access as well. And we've still got our direct Netflix button as well, which is very popular. People like to use that.
And the backlight?
No backlight, no. There's always something. So there you go. And yeah, it feels very nice in hand as well, just more premium.
Sure.
And over on the stand over here, then you can see XG95 and XG85 in different screen sizes as well. So 75-inch XG95, and you can see actually the bezel is very, very slim. The 75-inch, it's a little bit thicker on the 85-inch screen size, but looks very, very slim. And again, the fuller LED backlight than XG85 over on this side, and XG80 again down here. Lots of XG80s.
What do you think about the iTunes and the Apple ecosystem that is coming to the other?
So the models that will support AirPlay 2 are ZG9, AG9, XG95, XG85. They'll all get an update for. I don't have a timeline on it yet, but also HomeKit as well. Yeah, it's definitely coming. Yeah. So that helps our Apple customers to integrate fully with